This shit with Kai is really irritating me so bad because who the fuck is this?
Well, tell me Kai Cenat did not do a blood ritual.
Kai just texted me and said, I'm underwater. My network is off. I'm in the ocean. I'm on the way to Antarctica.
And everything like that. They let me know that there was like some type of ritual. So I'm like, okay. And as I'm sitting there and I turn around and I see him and I'm walking towards him and he has his fire on the right side of him, like he's set on fire. And I said, you don't feel that?
Please, I don't have any time for any gossip now. Huh? Yes.
Look at you.
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me always. Money coming in all day. Money coming in all paid. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me. Money coming in secretly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needed.
This shit with Kai is really irritating me so bad because who the fuck is this? Right? And it's like, I don't even like getting into conspiracies, but this shit low-key be scaring the fuck out of me. Things that we feel, we don't feel them for no reason. Like, there's a reason behind a lot of the reasons why the whole society believes that people get cloned. It's hard to get people to agree on shit. So the fact that majority of society agrees that celebrities can sell their souls and get cloned and be in the Illuminati, like, I feel like so many people agree, like more people agree with that theory than not. This nigga disappeared. This nigga, not only did he disappear, he started doing clothes. There's a lot of demonic shit in the clothing fashion industry. The Kai disappeared, gang. He was gone. Like, he posted his like little reading videos, his videos up, like he was posting things here and there, but he was not like streaming. He was not like out in the world. We weren't really seeing this nigga. We weren't seeing like clips of him. We weren't seeing people running into him and taking pictures with him. Him and his girl got into it, they break up, and then all of a sudden he's just nowhere, nobody sees him. That's what
Right.
So apparently a lot of people have their opinions in a bunch about Kai Cenat. Now, if you guys don't know who he is a streamer. I've seen some of his streams, but definitely not enough to know a lot about him. But I have seen like he has a lot of celebrities coming in and out of his house, you know, guest stars, even Nicki Minaj, Kevin Hart, and all these people. But the word on the street is Kai Cenat allegedly was cloned. Not just cloned, but cloned to be the replacement of Diddy. And it's giving very much just something wrong. So I want to talk about it because I don't know what's going on with this man. I feel like he did disappear for a year, and then he came back a totally different person. And there seems to be something that has been going on in the Hollywood industry where they would shave people's head. Like they would shave their dreads, their locks off before major things like this happen. And now he has a clothing line and people think it's demonic. Let's get into it.
Talk about Kai too, because soon as they cut off his dreads and stuff like that and took his identity away, why did he act different? You know what I mean? And I don't know if you saw him at the Red Room with Jaden Smith. Did you see that video? It was a red room with all like the really high celebrities. And if you go up the stairs, it says, "Are you ready?" Right? And then Jaden Smith is like laughing in like a demonic way to Kai. He's like, "Oh, you're finally here. You finally made it." Just tell me if this video gives you weird vibes. Ready? Obviously this is crazy. Yeah, like, let's get it. Obviously this is crazy. Yeah. It's like he knew Diddy's already in there. You know when you're at the function and your friend finally shows up, let's get it. Yeah. But this is like it just gave me a weird vibe.
Do you think Kai Cenat sold his soul?
Now, one thing I can truly say is that being a streamer, of course, you know, you can make a lot of money, right? because people are sitting in front of the camera all day long, 24/7. Some even sleep in front of the camera and wake up. It's like a reality TV show, right? You're literally watching them play a game. And Sky, Kai, that's how he started, right? Oh Lord, I'm losing my voice. That's how Kai started. But then he got so big, because between him and IShowSpeed, because I've heard of IShowSpeed too, and mainly because he was doing a tour of like Africa or something, or the world. And he was loved and adored everywhere. Don't get me wrong. I understand the stream, but not everybody who was, who does stream that everybody watch. I understand like younger kids does watch the stream, but they got so big to the point where they left the streaming world and became more celebrities, right? Not because of the children. I mean, not because of, because they did anything major. They became celebrities just off of their talent. And the thing is, on social media now, the attention that you get on social media is not the same as the attention that celebrities get like in movies. That is the reason why like a lot of celebrities, or from movies, because the thing is, back in the days, cable TV used to allow these celebrities to be big, but now people who are on social media are becoming as big, if not bigger, than major celebrities, like people who are in movies, musicians, and all that. That is the reason why Kai Cenat got so big that celebrities that and love who are wealthy would go to Kai Cenat show in order to get some attention, to get some people to know who they are, because the Kai Cenats of the world are more modern and they're all more relatable to the youth nowadays. Kim Kardashian went on Kai Cenat show. When Kim went on Kai Cenat show, I was like, Now I get it, because North really liked Kai Cenat. And it makes sense, because North is around that age group that actually watch the streamings and spend all day just watching them just talk and play video games on social media. I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw people started making money on it on YouTube, and I was like, damn, and all they do is just sit there and play video games and talk to a bunch of children all day. But they have so many subscribers, so many viewers, so many like people who support them, because children, they have all the time in the world to do that, right? So Sky, I keep saying Sky because the name is so close. Kai, once I saw he was becoming so big, I said, oh, they got him. Because what do you mean? You hanging out with Kanye West and Northwest and Kim Kardashian and Kevin Hart, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, they're literally coming to his show. And they're getting attention from the youth, because the thing is, how celebrities world work is, I'm gonna get with you, you have a fan base, I have a fan base, we get together, our fan base starts supporting us. So your new girlfriend's fan base starts supporting you, and your fan base starts supporting your girlfriend. So it's like sharing, it's like a business exchange, right? So a lot of celebrities will go on his show, one, because they either were trying to convert him into the religion, or whatever it is, because on this channel, these celebrities be doing stuff, right? And a lot of people don't understand that you have to do certain things that are considered not moral in order to get to a certain position, right? Because once you reach a certain number or a certain level, you have to basically do extra things to pass that, right? Because the thing is, how when people talk about one-hit wonders, and I'm going to bring that up in another video with music, people who are in music and they make one good music, or they were great for a good album, and then all of a sudden you don't hear from them anymore. Well, it's because the ones who made it and sustained that position, if not continue to grow, had to do something or choose a door, because there's a door, right? I remember the guy, that video I posted last time talking about the door, and the guy was like, there's a door, you have to go through one door or the other, there's a door. So therefore you have to pick whether you want to cross the threshold, because the thing is, they still use spirituality, but they tap into, I believe, really, how like you can be on Etsy sometimes and it'll say, oh, demon rituals, right? Because look, don't get me wrong, them Etsy witches, look, okay, you gotta do your own research, but look, but it'd be like, oh, pure white light love spell. I don't recommend a love spell. But anyways, pure white light love spell or demonic, demonic binding love spell, right? There's one or the other. It can be one that is more light and loving light and all that stuff. And then there's one where you choose to do like a stronger thing in order to not have any obstacles in your path at all, right? Just things seem to work for you. People, the highest of the highest seems to work for you. Let me give you the best example, right? I'm watching the show. I know I'm always watching a show. And I will eventually finish reviewing all them shows for you guys because they're so good, right? But I'm like, I can't sit still and like watch one show at a time. So I have like 6 different shows I'm watching. I don't even know how I keep up. I don't know how I keep up. But anyways, I'm watching Salem. So you can watch it on Hulu or on Netflix. And not on Netflix, Prime. They're not paying me for this. But maybe one day, one day I'll be, anyways. Yeah, so I'm watching that. So I'm watching the show, and in the beginning, Mary Sibley, which is the wife, Sibley, her husband now, which is under her spell, she used to date this man, John, is it John? Anyways, she used to date this man as like young love. She was so in love and da-da-da. And Sibley decided to send the man off to war because he didn't want her to be with him. He basically was sending all the young men to war. And she was so upset because she was told it was going to be like 1 year. He said, oh, just 1 year and I'll be back. Our love is going to survive the year. Yes. Anyways, this man is the mayor or the owner of the town, damn near, right? Big, fat, think he have all the power in the world. And people he just be hanging witches, just unaliving people, right? So anyways, he ended up doing something to this young man, and then he put an F on his forehead using a metal thing, like a fire thing, to put an S, like he branded him. F for fornicator, something the fornicator. This man went his whole life, that was his identity. Traveled the world, everybody know him as that. He never even left Salem. Anyways, so this man is very powerful. She hated him. She absolutely hated him. But when her man left, right? I'm going to get to the Kai Cenat situation. But when her man left for military, she found out that she was pregnant. And Tituba, which is the African, I think she was from Trinidad or something. But she's on the show. And she is her servant, the girl's servant. She became her servant. But they were friends since they were younger. Anyways, so she found out that she's pregnant. And years, like almost a year have gone by, she's getting pregnant and she's big pregnant, and Tituba decided, or because she wanted a better life, she wanted Sibley to pay for all the suffering, all the people that she have watched on her life, all the ones that she loved and everything. So Tituba ended up taking her to the woods and basically sold her baby to the devil, right? It was some deep devil shit, right? Sold the baby to the devil. Just like it's giving the Keiko Kardashian situation. I'm gonna have to make a review for the show just so we can bring the Kardashians to it, because it's giving very much the Kardashians' life, right? Anyway, so she gave the baby to the worms of the earth, but it's the devil. She's like saw flashes of the devil. But before she did it, she cried. She didn't want to do it because that was the only reminder of her man John, or whoever his name is, who is now in the military. He also gave her half a coin as like a reminder of their love. That was his vow to her, and he also had half of it. But she ended up doing that because she wanted a better life, and she figured, and she also heard words that he was unalived in the military while he was gone. So she was like, okay, but she cried anyways during the process. He took the baby, the worms took the baby, and then fast forward 5 years later, she is Mrs. Sibley. She has all the power in the world. I mean, all the world was hers. And what she did was she took her familiar, which is a frog, and she stuffed the frog down Mr. Sibley's throat. So she became like the sad wife who was taking care of her ill husband, who is basically under their spell, Tituba, because now Tituba becomes her house nigga. Also her best friend, who is also in love with her at the same time, right? And who's like helping her hand and foot, right? Anyways. So Mr. Sibley is under her spell. But it goes to show you the whole Kai Cenat situation, how she went from rags to riches where nobody can touch her.
Kai just texted me and said, I'm underwater. My network is off. I'm in the ocean. I'm on the way to Antarctica.
Hey, my beautiful people. So I know that y'all have asked me to tap into Kai Cenat before, but I said I would, but I forgot about it. But my daughter brought it to my attention yesterday. She was like, "Mom, you need to see what's going on with him." So I did. So I did a channeling with Kai Cenat. Y'all, when I tell y'all, I have told y'all about these celebrities going back from last year when I started tapping in. So I'm going to give y'all the breakdown of what's going on with him. From what I'm told is that he has not been streaming, that he's been doing something with fashion, and he's just kind of gone like silent, quiet, not being like the regular person that he was. And I did notice that I was not seeing any of his videos that I had been seeing before, but it didn't like dawn on me until my daughter said something. So let's see what's going on. So I did channel Kai Cenat, and what I saw was, this is what I particularly asked him. I said, why are you acting different? Why are you not streaming? So he took me on this little journey. We went through the woods, and I seen this fire being started and everything like that. They let me know that there was like some type of ritual. So I'm like, okay. And as I'm sitting there and I turn around and I see him, and I'm walking towards him, and he has his fire on the right side of him, like he's set on fire. And I said, "You don't feel that?" And he just looked at me. So I'm like patting him down, taking the fire off of his spirit, right? What that tells me right there is that he is in a trance, meaning that he's not there. So the person that y'all are seeing, that is Kai Cenat, but Kai Cenat's not there as far as like his mind, his brain, that's in a trance. This is be the simple way we would put it as get out. Okay, y'all remember that? Get out. This is what that would be. Okay, so therefore there's something that's taken over his physical brain. He is in a trance. That's what's going on right now. So as I'm going on this journey with him, I'm seeing him around this woman, and they're treating him like a baby, like they're having to teach him everything. They're grooming him, right? So they're grooming him and getting him ready for something, and they're treating him like he's a baby. So that's what's going on with him. So I wanted to take it a step further. I'm like, Kai Cenat, like, who did this to you? Who done it? So then this woman comes forward, and so me and her start having a conversation, and I'm like, "So how long he been like this?" She said, "Since August." I said, "Okay." I said, first of all, when she came to me, she brought me this bread, right? And I asked, I said, "What's in this bread?" And she was telling me what was in it. That is symbolic, as for what that means is that they done something to him. That is like a poison. That is like, doing something to him. They're feeding him. Okay. So that's why he's in a trance. So that's what that symbolizes. I told y'all, don't be eating food. Okay. Don't be eating food.
Anybody's house.
Now, so me and her get to talking some more. So I'm like, "When did y'all do this?" She said, "We did it in August." I said, "Okay." I said, "So, what you doing? Why you do it?" So she brings up the fashion line. Now, the woman's name that I'm talking to is Vivian, right? So I'm like, okay. So when I go to like just look up some stuff about him, I see his fashion line is called The Vet, if that's how you pronounce it. So what's going on, y'all, is that the fashion line is the human form, the physical form that you can see of the entity that is grooming him, that is taking over him. Now, I particularly talked to the one in charge, but there's a group of them that's like teaching him everything. Like I've seen that he had crutches, so that symbolizes that they're teaching him how to walk. That means like they're just forming him, grooming him to his will, to their will, okay? And he's slowly not coming out the trance, but they're getting him to where they want him to be, to act like they want him to act. Now, before you say that somebody done this to him, this is something that he agreed to, okay? You got to understand that. He agreed to this, okay? And so, therefore, what does this mean? When he probably comes back, into the streaming and stuff like that, he's going to be making more money. He's going to be able to pull y'all's energy even more. He's working for the masses. You understand what I'm saying? It's going to be like a song and dance. When I seen the people and what they were trying to accomplish, they was all like doing a dance and stuff like that. And what that symbolizes is that puppets orchestrating, doing things, okay? They do this a lot in the industry, okay? So the entity that has taken over is the form of that fashion label, his fashion design, okay? So invest in it if you want to. You understand what I'm saying? You don't know what you're getting into, but I told you and I warned you first. So that's what's going on with Kai Cenat.
Yeah, so basically, a lot of celebrities will do things or sign a certain contract for like 10 years or something, right? To stay on top, to win a Grammy, to have all these numbers. Because once you reach a certain level, you get reached out, right? And it's not necessarily because everything about spirituality or, the occult practice is demonic, because there's light magic and there's dark magic. That's why there's two paths. There's a left-hand path and a right-hand path, right? But there's a lot of people who decide, well, I want, the reward, and I want as much of it as I can. So they jump straight to that whenever the opportunity presents itself. They sign the contract. That's basically what it means to sign the contract. Because Kai Cenat and iShowSpeed are not the only people in the streaming community, but they are the biggest. The biggest. They are the biggest, and they are most known worldwide, right? So it basically is in the whole community. You have to see who is going to basically make it past that, or who's going to just give up, right? Or who's going to just stay at this level where you reach that ceiling because you did not sign the contract. Because there's certain doors that have to be open, and the only way for them to be open is for you to align yourself with those people and do the things that those people do. It's not a coincidence that everybody, a lot of people seem to believe that, the conspiracies about a lot of celebrities, because the signs and the symbols are there. And also, I get it, hard work, you have to work very hard for what you get, of course. You can go and petition for something, sign a contract, but if you're not doing the work, you're not going to make it there, right? So therefore, like whenever it comes to like people thinking, oh, I should just sign the contract and not have to work if, I'm selling my soul, right? But it's not necessarily selling your soul, it's just, giving up your morals, right? But it's not necessarily that. You still have to put in the work. Just like in the Bible, it says prayer without work is dead. So you still have to put in the work to do it. Yes, Kai Cenat put in the work. He put a lot of work. We cannot take away from the fact that this young man worked, right? Sleeping on live, which is so weird. I never understand that. Sleeping, the way I be sleeping and just, because when you sleep, it's like you're dead. Things happen, You're just, no. Having the whole world just watching me sleep is crazy. It's crazy. And even if I was like on a reality TV show, like maybe Love Island or something, right? An example, because you can see when they're sleeping and stuff. They don't have the camera just sitting there watching them sleep. It's just strange. But people seem to enjoy that. A whole lot of people seem to enjoy that. But would you say millions, if not billions of people seem to enjoy that? Yes, he's not doing just that now. But that's how he started. He started like streaming his entire day, sit there. Didn't he do one where he basically went a couple days without coming off of the camera, or not even sleeping? I remember hearing something. Was it him or iShowSpeed that did something where they didn't sleep for so many days? And I'm just like, it's a lot. It's a lot. And you think, it's just going to be easy peasy because he signed the contract. No, he still got to put in the work. And now he has a clothing line that people are saying is demonic. I don't think people really care about the whole demonic situation and like clothes, because if you really think about it, everything that you participate in or you purchase, you use your money, which is exchanging of your energy for something. You are literally giving your energy, and majority of these things, if not all, have some sort of spirit behind it, right? That's why they have sigils. Like the logo of every company is a sigil, and a lot of companies do put prosperity blessings or whatever it may be on their business. And it's literally all about your intentions. Like you say your intention for certain things, you say your intention to make the people feel a certain way when they're wearing your product. It's so it's like, oh, now his clothing line is like demonic. You don't really care for real, because Versace, Gucci, and Louis Vuitton, Coco Chanel, all of these things. So if we're going to really call it demonic, let's call everything demonic then. Let's just call everything demonic, because y'all don't really care like you think you care. People don't care like that, because the thing is, Starbucks, the siren, not to say sirens, as a matter of fact, I work with mermaids and sirens, so please, okay, right? But Starbucks is a siren. And she literally lures people in every day to get the same coffee that don't even taste that great. I've tasted better Haitian coffee. I've tasted better Haitian coffee, but you got people who are so addicted to Starbucks that they cannot go a day. As soon as they wake up, they cannot wake up with simply just a regular cup of coffee unless it's Starbucks. It's like I was dating this guy, right? He was so obsessed with Starbucks, like I'll make him coffee at the house. He'll drink the coffee, but it's not the same. As soon as he have a cup of Starbucks, it's like, oh, the cloud have like lift off of my head type stuff. Like this man was so addicted to Starbucks. Like it wasn't funny. It wasn't funny. I said, as much as you drink Starbucks, you should probably buy a share in Starbucks because you're literally making this you all this money. And by you telling me how amazing Starbucks coffee is, you're promoting Starbucks, so you might as well make some money off of it. And you have a lot of people who are addicted to Starbucks, not as much as Dunkin' Donut. Now, I have to say, a lot of people don't really like Dunkin' Donut. They think it's like the great value of Starbucks. And I get it. I don't feel any like energy behind Dunkin' Donut, but I do think they have something. It's just not as strong as Starbucks, because Starbucks is literally using the currency, the flow of water to pull people in. You're working with the mermaid, you're pulling in the money. That's why everything is so expensive and nobody bat an eye. It's so expensive. I'm just sitting here like, oh, for a donut. It's so expensive. Then you go with someone who is used to Starbucks and they're like, God, this is nothing. I know it's nothing, but it's like a couple bucks more than Dunkin' Donuts when they serve the same type of donuts. I'm just confused, right? Because it'd be the same donuts anyways. But they don't think it's a big deal because it's Starbucks. I mean, yeah, it's Starbucks. And it's like, just being inside Starbucks should be quality enough for you to spend that much money. Yeah, just take all my money, Starbucks, you know? But the siren and the currency of it all. Look, let me tell you one little thing about mermaids, right? I will make a whole video on like just talking about mermaids and their spiritual powers and everything. But did you know that if you are broke and you're in need of money, all you gotta is just eat someone's coochie? Because the water was the first mother, right? The water is like currency. It flows like money. And that is the reason why a lot of broke men literally will get with somebody just for shelter. Get with a woman for shelter. Because I'm telling you, like, eating someone's coochie will literally get you money. That is the reason why I don't understand. And this is going to be my next video. I don't understand why men don't respect women more. Because you will get so much more just naturally, just the way the world works. And naturally, when you pour into a woman, you get more because she is the creator and she's going to give you more. Of course, it has to be like the right person, you know, with the right intention and all that stuff, right? Because not all women are. Well, all women are, but a lot of them don't really tap into their energy that much, or they allow other people to have their energy so much where they can't tap into it and transmute that energy into the people around them, right? But when I'm going to talk about that in the next video that's actually about women and actually treating women right. And in return, it would be compensation for you, because women are like, you give women something and they make a whole world out of it, right? So anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Let me know what you think about the whole Kai Cenat. Do you think he's a clone? Do you think he's actually a clone? Oh, that's another thing. That you think he's actually a clone of Diddy? Because he's really resembling Diddy. Is it just me? It's just me. I know it's not just me because I saw other videos about that. And it's giving very much that. Like, Diddy went through this whole situation so he can be... Because I'm sure once Diddy come out, he's going to be wiped from the face of the earth, right? You won't hear from him because he's going to try to go quiet and go enjoy the rest of his money, you know, do whatever. Because he's going to come out. He's going to come out, right? But you think Kai Cenat... Because what do you mean all the celebrities are going to hang out with Kai Cenat? I mean, look... The man has reached a level, right? But he's not in the level of these celebrities. For them to basically humiliate themselves to come to Kai Cenat's podcast for attention, because that's really what it is. Because he is the time, right? He is the time. The influencers, whether you like it or not, are the time where people who were on cable television are coming now to social media, because that's where everybody is. Everyone has their phone on them. Everyone can watch you as like throughout the day, but people have to wait until they get home to watch a movie. You know, people have to wait until they get home to watch the news. Well, you can watch it on your phone, but the thing is, it's not the same. The attraction, the attention, because attention is currency nowadays, right? And the attention is not the same. So that is the reason why they have to align with celebrities.
Kai Cenat sold his soul, and here's why. So he responded to the rumors of people saying that he sold his soul on live with Jadeon.
And that's so sad, bro. Chat, you wanna accomplish the craziest thing in life, and people. I think we'll go sleep.
You got to go push it tonight on the biggest.
Go after party.
I'm just having a party.
Word? Oh, okay, my bad. Hold on.
My number in your phone.
My boy Drew. Yo, Drew, where you at? Where you at? Okay, hold on. Okay, babe. All right. Excuse me, my bad, y'all.
Do you think streamers can sell their soul?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, you think, like, there's, like, blood rituals and shit?
Yeah, bro.
No, bro.
You don't think so?
Fuck no.
Tell me Kai Cenat did not do a blood ritual.
I don't know. In the streaming, it's, like, rappers are different.
But I feel like if you did one, you wouldn't tell me.
Brother, if I did it, I'd stream it.
You would stream it?
On my mother's life. What? That's content.
Yeah.
Oh, so there was a crossroads where we were both invited to an Illuminati thing.
I'm sad, low key, bro.
Yeah, see, I know.
I'm sad, bro. She's trying to hold her composure, man.
And it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair.
Heavenly Father, bless my child. You know what he's doing.
And the next person, they said, was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened.
May it not take away anything from him by taking it away. Amen.
Oh. Okay, I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200.
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
10.
Let me see.
Now, Braun. All right. I'm following your lead, champ.
All that fame and fortune, Kai Cenat talking about he depressed now.
It was the perfect day to be transparent and honest with you guys. A few days ago, I spread awareness on mental health and how important it is to take care of yourself. And honestly, for the past few months, I've been struggling with mental health out of self-doubt and fright of pursuing goals that I really want to achieve. And the reason I've really been in my head is because I just wanted to do more. I've gained to realize that I'm a true creator and I'm very passionate.
Do more. You gotta understand something, bro. Nobody can satisfy that deep void within your own soul of you wanting to do anything to be famous, and you wanting to be more famous, do more, and feel more satisfied. A lot of humans be going through this too, because I see people like, oh, I'll go to work and I want to be home. I'm home, I want to go to work. But Phantom told us that God got y'all through. Which God are y'all talking about?
When people ask me how do you do it, that's why I say, well, y'all worked hard, but God had a lot to do with it. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot to do with it, like a lot, like so much, damn near, if not all. You feel me? Because without him, I don't know if I would have continued. I was so far gone. I was so gone, bro. And it just brought me to me. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I'm forever thankful. I'm forever grateful. And that's why I'm talking about, I'm always mentioning it. You know what I'm saying?
Then he said he ain't forcing religion on nobody, right? Listen, don't let these folks fool you, man. They serving these Baal deities, bro. And now Kai Cenat is realizing that he is a pawn in their game, bro, and it's too late.
Now, hold on now. Not to say that young man can't be depressed because he sold his soul, right? And he even went as far as changing his TikTok handle, like the name, to I Sold My Soul. So, you know how they like to play it in your face, like when Beyonce put y'all haters corny with that Illuminati mess, right? And then we find out that Jay-Z is part of the Masons, allegedly. But what I'm saying is, you could not have money and be depressed. You know how many poor people I know who are depressed? Hell, poverty made him depressed, okay? But I wouldn't be surprised that if he was depressed, because isn't he the one that basically don't sleep and is constantly working? And you know, when you're not sleeping and you're working and you're doing all these extra things, you're probably seeing a bunch of crazy things that you are not used to seeing. Of course you'd be depressed. And maybe you just don't have the time to enjoy all this money that you have. So you could be depressed. I know rich people who are depressed. I mean, it's you see it all the time. Poor people are even worse. So yeah, he could be depressed, okay? So the other day I was out with my girlfriend and she was like, girl, what is going on? It seems like everybody's attention is on you. And then somebody sent me a free drinks. So I had to tell her, I had to pull her aside and say, girl, it's because of my Eau de Route oils that I've been using. So this is my little thing where I mix the oils and keep them in here and then just put it on, you know, on my neck, my heart, and like my wrist. But these are the oils that I've been using, and as you can tell, I am a fan of Eau de Route. I've been using their products for such a long time, and I swear by their products. So this is the attraction oil, and what I do is I like to mix my oils. Hold on. Mix my oil in the little shell, and I'll put them in my thing here, and whenever I'm getting ready to go out, I'll put a little bit on, and I'll completely forget that I have some attraction oil in there until like people start sending me like free drinks or sending my friends free drinks, like all of us at the table, and or people will come up and say, oh my gosh, you smell so amazing, what are you wearing? And I have to say, Eau de Route have been literally doing her thing. When I have to be quite honest, because I don't just use the oils, but I also use their candles as well. Now, I know a lot of people might think that, oh, love and attraction candles are to like, you know, cast a love spell on someone. This video is sponsored by Eau de Route, and you can use the code JENNY10 for 10% off. So when it comes to love candles, you can actually do a love and attraction ritual for like jobs, and or you do it for yourself, so you cast a love and attraction spell on yourself to attract love towards you, so you become a magnet for love, basically, right? Instead of like doing a love spell on someone, which y'all know how I feel about doing love spells on people. But yeah, so it's all about your intentions when you're working with candles, and these candles are so beautiful. And when I tell you, oh, they smell divine, literally they smell so nice, and it's already charged, and all you have to do is basically set your intentions to the candle and tell it what to do. I remember I burned one for a brand deal and I got it.